And next we have Last of Us 2 is going to be coming out. So I'm kind of mixed on this one. I played the first one. I really liked it. Really liked the story and everything on it. Obviously, it ended with them needing more story.
Yeah.
You know, the way it was going to go. I'm not sure about the direction it's going. We'll see. I mean, they're obviously going to focus on the girl more. Ellie, I think is her name.
Yes.
And which I'm fine with. I think that part's going to be okay. She's the main reason for the story.
Yeah.
So, kind of excited to see where it's going to go, but I'm very kind of hesitant at the same time.
The thing is, I mean, The Last of Us was huge. I mean, that's a game that almost defined the PlayStation 3. I mean, it really did.
Yeah, it was a very big title, and it did very well for them.
And for them to be able to top it is what you gotta wonder. Are they going to be able to do better than the first one?
It was like a good movie.
Yeah.
You come up with a sequel, it's really hard to kind of follow up the first one. So that's kind of the hesitation that I'm having on this one here. How are they going to follow it up? What are they going to do with it? They only showed, I believe, human opponents. They're going to be. Yeah, they didn't show any of the infected. Now they're saying that the AI is going to be improved on this one. The AI was actively searching Ellie out, looking under cars or in cars and all sorts of different stuff. So it sounds like it's going to be a little bit more challenging on that level, and I'm happy about that one.
Yeah.
Because I did play through, like I said, on the first one. It was okay. It wasn't super hard or anything. It had its moments, but nothing real challenging. So I'm excited to see that.
And moving on now, we have a Resident Evil 2 remake as well. It was announced at E3. Now, this one is cool, but at the same time, it has me wondering if it's going to live up to what the second one was.
Yeah, that's going to be a trend, I think, for the majority of these. But yeah, that was part of the charm for the old one. You know, it was the graphics, the way the cameras were angled and everything, going around a corner. All of a sudden, the camera's angled the other way, and you're running back in the face of danger.
Yeah.
You know, that tended to happen a lot to me anyway. I didn't memorize the maps or anything like that. I die a lot in those kinds of video games. But you know, them redoing the graphics, remastering it. I would assume they're changing up some of the gameplay, the way it works.
They'd probably have to fit.
It could be good. It could be what we need for it.
Now, what made the second one great was, at the time, graphics. 32-bit graphics were huge back then, and at the time, it was awesome. Now, playing it now, obviously, we're used to bigger, badder, in-your-face graphics, and those kind of hurt. Yeah, those kind of games hurt to play now. But what made that game great was the camera angle. That was the biggest thing, was that the camera angle could change or make you be like, well, I can't really see what's here unless I walk that direction.
Yeah.
And the way it did it, the in-your-face, it wasn't really jump scares, but the way it did it was, I don't know.
Terrified anticipation.
It was ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time. Now, the thing is, with the updated graphics, are they going to change what made Resident Evil 2 great when it came to the gameplay? Now, that's one thing, another little bit of skepticism I'm going to have.
Yeah.
If they change it too much, they could ruin the experience.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be, or if I said this or not, but I think it's going to be part of the experience, the trend for the rest of these few games here coming up. Lots of hesitant anticipation. We're pretty excited for most of these. It's going to be whether or not we can actually see them doing it, whether they actually do it. But I'm fairly hopeful for this one. I think they did a really good job with the last Resident Evil they came out with. They brought back some of that old school horror.
Yeah.
You know, from the originals in the series, and I think they have a really good chance to do it.
We'll see. We'll see how they go with that.
Yeah. And moving on, next we have Ghost of Tsushima. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I know as much as anybody else who's seen the trailer on this game. It takes place in some point in feudal Japan. You're a samurai. You're fighting other samurai. It looks gorgeous. I think a lot of the scenery is going to be a big part of this game. Kind of like with Horizon Zero Dawn. The surrounding area was probably one of the best parts about that game.
Yes, the world around.
And I feel like that's going to be the same situation here. The gameplay on it looks just kind of hack and slash to me. You know, you can block and all that stuff. So I don't think that you're really going to be able to expect too much of innovation in the way of that. Which, you know, could be good. You know, a lot of old school hack and slash I'm pretty good with. Not that I'm good to play at it, but have fun with it. So it looks good.
I didn't see a whole lot about it. Like you said, what we saw from the E3 trailer was about it. for whatever reason, it didn't resonate with me the same way it has with a lot of people. A lot of people are really excited for this. Me, I saw it, and would I play it? Yes. Would I go and spend $60+ on it? Probably not.
At the moment, no.
Well, it didn't shock me or awe me. It didn't give me something to go, wow, I need that game in my life now. Like Spider-Man, when they showed the trailer, more gameplay for that. I'm just like, same with Kingdom Hearts. You've showed me enough. Give me the game. Let me play it. Please. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah. But with this, I don't really know if, I don't know, if it becomes a game that's like, $30, I'd probably squeeze and spend money on it. But if it's a $60 title, not sure it's one that's going to keep me coming back.
Well, I think we're getting jaded by good graphics. That seems to be what a lot of these companies are focusing mostly on, which, it's pretty, I want to look at it, it's great, but, it's mostly about gameplay. You got to have the graphics there with it, but it's got to be fun to play. It's got to be, it's got to really pull you in. Yeah, so we'll see on that one. Moving on next, though, a really big one that I'm kind of excited about is Anthem.
Anthem, yes. Okay, so we seen gameplay for this, was it last year at E3? It's either last year at E3 or the year before last. Now, BioWare Studios, they've gone through some ups and downs in development with Anthem. I know the project lead, he passed away, I think it was like a year after they announced it at last E3, and they showed us a little bit of gameplay. So they've had a lot of bumps in the road as far as this game's concerned. So as soon as I heard of his passing, I realized, okay, this game's probably going to be delayed for at least a year, at least. And, it's EA. I've got to be skeptical. EA's done a lot of bad, but it's also BioWare, and they've done good and they've done bad. I think everybody remembers the Mass Effect Andromeda situation, but they also remember Dragon Age and all the good they've done with those games. So, from what I've seen, if I was basing it just off what I've seen, I'm excited about this game. It looks awesome. Now, EA has said there was no loot boxes, so if they hold their word to that, that's good.
Yes.
I'm excited. I hate to say it because I don't like being excited for an EA title ever. Yeah. But I'm highly optimistic about this game.
Well, on this one here, if you've ever played Warframe, I know you have. If you know anything about Warframe, to us it seems very similar to that. Yes. You're going to have a suit. You can upgrade it from the looks of it. You can have different types of suits.
Classes and abilities,
So, it could just be a reskinned Warframe at this point, but it's very polished.
Now
we don't know anything about the gameplay.
Now, they have said, I've seen a little bit of gameplay from the E3 last year, not from this year. This E3, we just saw the cinematic trailer. We didn't see any gameplay, at least not from our end. We weren't actually at E3 this year. That will change next year. But last year we saw some gameplay, and I think a lot of people are comparing it to Destiny. They say, "Oh, it's Destiny." I think it does look a lot more like Warframe than it does Destiny. Now, a lot of people will say that those two games are almost identical, but I disagree. Warframe plays very specifically how it plays, and Destiny plays how it is. From what I've seen in this game, it's a third person. I don't believe it might be first person, but I'm pretty sure it's third person. Or maybe you can switch. There's the different abilities. And from what they said, on launch, it's not going to have PvP. It's going to have co-op and player versus environment, PvE, but it's not going to have any PvP combat on launch. So, some people are disappointed with that. Honestly, I think that's where Destiny messed up a lot, is trying to shoehorn in PvP in a game mode that's story-driven and doesn't really balance right with the PvP aspect. So I'm okay with no PvP. As long as the story's good and as long as the co-op is good. If the co-op's great, I'm okay with not having PvP. Same with Warframe, you know what I mean?
Well, I just hope they have some sort of a couch co-op with it too. I don't know why so many of them are. I know. I hate that, but there's so many games are getting away from couch co-op. I like split screen. I just recently had access to the internet. I live out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And so internet access has been very limited for me, and so I mean so many games have gone away from couch co-op, like Ratchet and Clank. PlayStation 2, we used to be able to sit down, play through that game. We about burnt my PlayStation up one night playing through that thing for so long, and so many are getting away from it. I know it's not going to be on this one, as the scope of the game will not allow.
And that's disappointing.
It is, because I think that one could be a good one if they could manage it.
I mean, the thing with that is it's hardware limitations. They're pushing the graphics to the max to the point where they're not going to be able to run 2 instances at the same time on one system.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be able to take that into account. But at the same time, find a way. That's all I ask.
Jurassic Park it. Come on now.
There you go.
And to close off the video, well, not really to close it off, but to close off the topic, we have two different pirate games that both announced some stuff at E3. Now, the first of which you guys know that I play, Sea of Thieves. They've announced 2 new content that's going to be coming out this summer. Mm-hmm. And we've got Volcanic Islands. We've finally got this, skeleton crews on the seas that are going to be going around. Which me and Nathan, we talked about a lot, that we thought Sea of Thieves needed to have those AI undead pirate crews. They're finally bringing it into the game. I'm excited now. Sea of Thieves is a game that gets, you either love it or you hate it. It seems to be on the internet. You know, we got some people screaming that, you know, it's boring, and you got other people that, you know, play with all their friends and really enjoy it. Like me and Nathan, we play together. We really have a good time. We have fun getting on there. I've got a couple other guys I play online with. When you have friends to play with, the game is a ton of fun. And adding this extra content for free is just even more of a reason for me to play it. And I love the game, while others may hate it. I love it. But that's two new content patches they're releasing this summer, so I'm very excited for that. But then we also got more news on Skull and Bones, which
looks amazing. First of all, I just saw the trailer for it today. First time I'd seen anything on it, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
For anybody out there that's wanting to confuse the two, it is not like Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, you get on there, you have a ship, you have your friends on the same ship. It's everybody's together. Now in Skull and Bones, you have your ship, and you have an AI crew.
Yeah.
And then your friend gets on there, and he has his ship and an AI crew.
Yeah. See, I think Skull and Bones, while they're both pirate games, they both look like they play completely different. Skull and Bones looks more like strategy.
Well, what I'm hoping for is that actually plays
Assassin's Creed Black Flag style.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope it plays like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, because the pirate, the sailing on that game, I thought was phenomenal. It got me back into the Assassin's Creed games. I didn't play any of them since the first one. I hated the first one, but that one got me back into it. I loved it.
Yeah.
So if it plays like that, first of all, it's going to be exciting, because I really, really enjoyed every bit of that. And that's exciting.
Yes. See, I get so much, not really hate, but I mean, we get people that are, if you like Sea of Thieves, you can't be excited for Skull and Bones, and Skull and Bones is going to be better than Sea of Thieves. To me, like, they don't play anything alike. From what I've seen of Skull and Bones, they don't play anything alike, so I feel like I could get into Skull and Bones and enjoy it as much as I would do Sea of Thieves and get a different...
Absolutely.
Same reason I get on PUBG and Fortnite. Like, they're a different experience for me. They're both Battle Royale games, but they play completely different, and I get a different kind of experience out of both those games.
Yeah.
So I thoroughly plan on enjoying both this summer. Now, me and Nathan, we are registered to play or participate in the closed beta for Skull and Bones whenever it does go live. I'm not sure if we're going to be under an NDA. Hopefully we are not, so we can show you guys some footage whenever we finally do get into that beta. But yeah, so that's all. Those were our highlights from E3. There were some other games, like, I'm sure you guys were wondering, why didn't you mention Halo Infinite and stuff like that?
I think we're going to say that for a later video.
Well,
because it's got, there's some information on there that definitely needs to be talked about in length.
Yes.
So I think we'll come to you guys with that one on a later video. But yeah, we have Bethesda coming out with Halo, or not with Halo, sorry. My bad.
Bethesda's working on Halo, guys.
Yeah, it finally happened. No, they're coming out with the new Elder Scrolls. Of course, they're also going to have Fallout 76.
Yeah.
And then we have Halo Infinite on its own. So yeah, there's some other big titles.
Starfield, yeah.
Starfield, yes.
Which we've known about for years now, and they've had the... We always thought they were going to change the name, too. They bought the name Starfield. We thought there was going to be a project name, and it would surely get changed. But it didn't. It's Starfield.
Still Starfield.
There's a lot of information coming out about those particular games that leads us into another topic, a much lengthier discussion, which we may film today and have uploaded by next week. We may just film it next week. We're not really sure. We've got a lot of stuff to do today. It's been a very busy week. If you've seen the video we just uploaded a little bit ago, you'll know what all's happened this week and what all we are now trying to work on. So if you haven't seen that video, please check out the previous upload that was uploaded yesterday. And yeah, hopefully you guys will stick around for a little bit longer. If you like this video and you want to see more, please click that red subscribe button. And if you aren't getting notifications whenever we upload videos, please click that bell icon. For whatever reason, YouTube's notification algorithm is just, it's basically unfunctional. You're going to get notifications for channels you don't subscribe to. So if you want to make sure you know when we are uploading, please click that bell icon. Please click that subscribe button. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up.
And comment down below. Let us know which games you were most excited about at E3. And, talk with us about it. So, but that's all we have for this time. So we'll see y'all next time.
Later, guys.
See